Now, into what actually causes the back pain whenever we have this. So let's say I've got this anterior tilt, so the hips are stuck in this position, and I go throughout my day doing that. When I'm sitting, when I'm standing, we stay in this position where the lower lumbar is very compressed. So we're taking all those stuff at the bottom. So we got your two vertebrae, we got that paper thin fluid filled disc in the middle, and then we're just smashing that into one side. So we have uneven pressure on that disc, and that's what's going to eventually cause that bulged disc. And if you take it far enough, eventually you'll get the herniated disc where we actually tear the disc, fluid leaks out. Then we have some major serious issues with lower back injury. That's going to be the biggest thing. Now, the other problems with that, and this is where we'll start to kind of get into why this actually causes back pain. So when we're in this anterior pelvic tilt, we have to look at the actual anatomy of things. So what is tight, what is loose, what's strong, what's weak. So when we go to this position, you can see the front of the pelvis is going to tilt forward. So what we're doing is we're putting the quads and the hip flexors in a shortened position. So those muscles are too short, they're too tight where they don't have proper range of motion to stretch out to allow the hips to get back underneath. They won't release, they stay tight, tugging down on the front of the pelvis. Major issues with that is in this position, we've deactivated most of the core and we've deactivated the hamstrings and the glutes. These are your three major muscle groups of the core that actually stabilize the pelvis and keep your lower back safe. If that's not working, none of that stuff is supporting your spine. So now your lower back is doing all the work trying to stabilize the spine, which it is not designed to do. And we're in that compressed position. So we have this huge kind of recipe for back injury. And it doesn't take much to do it once we're in that position for a long period of time. This is typically caused by sitting too much, bad posture. That's 99% of the clients I work with. That's the problem, is they're working at a desk. Now, obviously you can't just stop working. You got to keep your job. So we have to find a way to counteract this. So there are ways to fix this, but the biggest thing I talk to my clients about is your mobility. The mobility program I build for my clients, it has to be done every single day. You cannot skip days. You can't lay off on it just because your back's not hurting. You're sitting in a bad position, shortening all this stuff every single day. If you're not counteracting that, you're never going to fix it.